The guys that have played and have some snaps just really have to take that and run with it, continue to get better at some small facets of their game. Then the guys who don't have experience need to make sure they understand what it takes day by day to work on those fundamentals. Also, watching film, because that can help you also speed up and get your process sped up a little bit.
Coach Ash talked about building depth as one of the big keys this spring. I mean, how do you feel like that's coming along the depth?
It's a process, and it's something that you got to embrace day by day, like I spoke about a little bit earlier. It's definitely something where we've addressed it, understand the things we got to take on, but understand it's not going to all happen at once. It got to be something that you go piece by piece and keep adding. That way those young guys can get brought up to speed, and like you say, the older guys can continue to get better also.
Coach, in the early going, who's really caught your eye on that D-line?
Well, we have a lot of personalities in our room. What I would say is we talk more right now about collectively getting things done as a unit, because it's definitely something where if we do that, then everybody have their opportunity to stand out. But we do have some guys that's played, but we talk about when that guy next to you start trusting him that much more, it's definitely going to come together, and it's really as a front seven, not just the front 3 and 4.
Okay. And you have some youth, guys like Tvrdoff and Mason didn't play last year. How are they coming along?
Coming along good. We've had some guys that's been in and out a little bit with some sickness and things like that. But when they're ready to go, they take advantage of their reps. We have a plan for them, so we're going to make sure we run past those types of things that they're approaching day by day to get better.
How valuable is a guy like Kevin Wilkins who played inside, started off playing inside, played outside last year, played pretty well? How valuable is he?
He is very valuable, gives us some versatility that he can do some different jobs. Right now in the spring he hasn't had to do those, so he's been able to hone in on that position that he's playing as that 4-eye, but knowing he does give us some things where there's third down packages, but he's also valuable from a standpoint of experience with those younger guys who are lacking that.
What attracted you most about coming to Rutgers? Like when you looked at this job opportunity, why was Rutgers exciting to you?
Well, first and foremost, it starts with the head guy, knowing that he's a great football mind, a great leader of young men also, and knowing that he has I shouldn't say, he wants this program to be in the right direction. So he's heading that up the right way, and he has a great staff around him. So knowing that I knew some guys on the staff also, so I'd be able to talk to them about their experiences here, and those all have been great. Coach Blah is one of those guys, Coach Hurd, one of those guys that I've known before, and everything I heard was great about what's going on here.
Coming to Rutgers, was there anything that you wanted to instill in the defensive side?
Really up front, it's definitely something where you have to have the fundamentals down, but you also got to play with passion. You got to be tough, you got to have a great attitude, and that's something on a daily basis you have to approach with the right mindset. So it's got to be consistent, but also it's a position that's demanding, so you got to have fun with it too. So you don't want the fun to be too giddy, but you definitely want it to be streamlined towards when I work really hard to make this play, I'm going to make sure I celebrate it with my teammates and then get ready to do it again.
Julius Turner, is he playing the nose?
He is playing the nose guard. He provides some quickness and leverage in there. He's an explosive dude, and he's definitely coming along this spring, taking advantage of his opportunity. But he should help us, give us some movements and some dynamic things that he can do as a nose guard.
Final question. I guess, how do you improve as a pass rush? The last few days were kind of low in sacks. What do you kind of work on now?
We talk a lot about understanding pre-snap indicators, what's going on down the distance. That's first and foremost. But then also we talk about the edges and angles that we're trying to create as far as offensive linemen. You may have some guys that's more natural as a pass rusher, talking about bending the edge. Some guys may be more violent with their hands or active with them. But what you also need to do is understand that it could be understanding offensive line sets, and then what we talked about earlier as far as being collectively knowing I got to push the pocket sometimes as an interior guy when the edge guy is going to be able to counter back. So we talk about it as a whole, getting it done as a whole, all 4 guys involved, knowing what the end result is going to be is condensing the pocket and making sure we keep the cup, as they say.
Is Loomer one of those guys on the edge, I guess? Loomer can kind of disrupt things off the edge? Or?
Yeah, Elam is the guy that plays off the edge for us, and he's the guy that provides some speed and some power. And he's had some snaps under his belt where he has some experience also. So with him and those guys like CJ, and T1's another guy you guys have mentioned also, they're all providing some good things for us this spring.